My name is Loïc Marleix. I'm a French independent designer, and today I would like to present my research on the Lovers communication system. This presentation will explain what it is, its inventor, and how it works. I will also share the process I began 2 years ago to digitize it and the platform I created for learning and playing with low-cost. But first of all, what is low-cost? The Lovers communication system is a constructed language like Esperanto or Tokipona, for example, invented by the Japanese designer Yukio Ota. The name, abbreviated in low-cost, aimed at creating a language easy to learn, easy to write, and easy to read. An international bridge between people and their culture. Unlike Esperanto, written with Latin characters, low-cost is a pictorial language constructed with simple symbols, ideograms, and pictograms, where you can combine those to make new symbols and sentences. Some people will do parallel with Bliss symbolics, maybe the most popular constructed pictorial writing system created earlier by Charles Bliss. But the main difference in Ota's creation is that each shape in low-cost convey a meaning, but also a sound, a way of reading it. Before explaining how it works in details, I think it's essential to understand where it comes from. We are celebrating 60 years of low-cost, and it will also be great to rediscover its creator. So who is Yukio Ota? Born in Japan in 1939, Yukio Ota discovered graphic design at a young age while surrounded by symbols and colors in his family's kimono shop. He later pursued a design scholarship at Tama University near Tokyo. He will be surrounded by brilliant people at this time, as the two pillars of the university are Yusui Sugihara and Hayao Yamana. Sugihara was one of the pioneers of modern graphic design in Japan. He produced many packaging design and posters. Ota said it in his blog, he will learn minimalism with him. Another pillar of the university was Hayao Yamana, who was also a pioneer of modern graphic design, and is mainly known for having modernized the design of the Japanese cosmetic brand Shiseido. After 4 years studying at Tama University, he received a letter of recommendation from Professor Yamana to study abroad in Italy. While studying in Venice, he will take the opportunity to travel around Italy by foot. He will experience the barrier of communication as a young Japanese going around rural Italy. This story is the introduction of the low-cost book. The same year marks the Tokyo Olympics, where pictogram will be first used to communicate without word in an international event. Some country will modernize its infrastructure for inaccessible and hard to recognize kanji road sign in the 50s to easy to read symbols and pictograms in the 60s. Both events will inspire Ota to create low-cost. Back from Italy, he will start to teach at the newly created Tokyo Zokei University, a new kind of university created by the fashion designer Yoko Kuwasawa, inspired by Bauhaus and Walter Gropius she met 10 years ago. In this school, full of talented lecturers like Masaru Katsumi, the design director of the Olympics, that Ota will start his career to create the first course about pictogram design in Japan and maybe in the world, emoji, ekotoba, pictogramu. In the same time, he will start to show low-cost in different places and events and will be invited to present his creation at the UNESCO Council of Design Congress in Vienna. This event will be a stepping stone for him and will result in half a year of lectures and events worldwide. Japanese editor Kodansha will propose to Ota to publish a first book about low-cost, 300 pages made by hand to explain the complete system. Many press talk about low-cost worldwide at this time. After the publication of the book, he will work on 2 different projects. The first one will need a conference on its own. Around the same period, Japan will have massive building fires, with 2 department stores going up in smoke with around 200 casualties. Fire infrastructure must be modernized. a design contest will be organized to create a new exit sign symbol in the building. Ota will not participate, but will run out many tests to select finalists over the 3,000 participants and refine the winner proposal. Japan will propose this new Japanese standard sign to the International Standard Organization, looking for a new recommendation. It will compete with the Soviet design, win, and will be standardized in 87. In parallel, Ota will work on data visualization and video for Aaron Marcus, an American designer who will work with Ota many years after. He will work on 2 videos with no words, but only pictogram, one in 2D for the East-West Center under the direction of Marcus, and one in 3D with outstanding rendering at the time for the United Nations University. I don't have enough time to talk enough about all these projects, like pictogram design, a major book which condenses all the knowledge and experimentation he had gathered about the subject. Nor the many projects he worked on during his career, 25 sign design awards he received in Japan, poster, logo, books, and so on. At the end of his career... Sorry.
Hallo. Ik wil eigenlijk even iets aan Vincent vragen, als die er ook is.
Can you mute your microphone?
Echt niet?
Thank you. At the end of his career, and with the rise of internet and mobile phone, he will start to work on low-cost digitalization. And with the help of Marcus and an Australian designer, Cecilia Macaulay, he will republish his low-cost book for the first time in English through Amazon Kindle. To finish this history part, we can thank Edgar and Maxime for the exhibition, The Society of Sign, where low-cost were presented outside Japan. The exhibition was the beginning of Yukio Ota Japanese blog, where part of my information comes from. So why digitalization? Ota always wanted to work with other people on this project. He worked on standardization during all his life for GIS and ISO standard, but wanted to make pictogram accessible for everyone. Ota tried his best to diffuse his work during all his career. The internet didn't exist, however. The main problem now is that the only publication available is an ebook on Amazon Kindle in Japanese and English. It's not accessible. When he created his first book with his former student and assistant Tatsuji Mizobe, they cut black paper elements to combine them to create symbols and pictures from it. That was really clever and demonstrates the geometric approach of low-cost, but the process is hard to update. Around 2005, Ota and Marcus worked together on the first digitalization of low-cost, from interface to type the character to interface to display it. Aaron Marcus and associate will publish an extranet to discover and learn low-cost. The main problem at this time was technical capabilities of phone and computer, which stopped the project. With this in mind, I took the challenge of making low-cost accessible again. First thing was to vectorize every symbol as accurately as I can and make them pixel perfect. I took the liberty to adjust a little bit of length, height, white spaces of the symbol, as low-cost can have diacritics as well. I also wanted to be able to change the weight of the font to have more flexibility for displaying it. This is still a work in progress. So how does low-cost works? Every symbol of low-cost is composed of 18 basic shapes and dots. Those shapes are really important to remember, as they are the key to pronounce the symbols. Some of those shapes are also basic symbols of low-cost with a strong meaning attached to each of them. For example, the heart-shaped symbol is related to an emotion. Each open circle is related to a person, and so on. So this is an open circle. This is a person. The orientation is important, as if you rotate it, you will have different meaning. If you combine a dot in the center, which means to exist, it will mean I, me. A dot outside will mean someone else. If I put two dots on the top, which is a plural of a symbol, it means we, us. If I change the dot for a question mark, it will transform the meaning into how many people. I can combine some other symbol to create more words. This is an efficient process. Here, a person, a mountain, a climber, a person, a cigarette, a smoker, a person to hold a honor. Sentences in locos are read left to right. To create verbs, you only have to link the subject to the object with a line. Here, we can read I see. A crossed line means negative. I can't see. If I put the dot on the right of the line, I conjugate the action to the future. I will see. On the left, it's the past. I saw. I can express different tense with spatial combination. With an arrow from left to right, I will make somebody to do something. From right to left, I will create the passive voice. You can express possibilities, advice, orders with simple combination. Of course, you can do complex sentences with locos. And it's still easy to read if displayed in smaller size, of course. I don't have the time to do a complete course about locos, and there are more than 800 symbols and combinations to discover. But I don't have to, because I will now show you a platform to learn by yourself. Of course, I have the authorization of Yukio Ota himself. I would not have published anything without his approval. If I can. All right. Can you see it? It's okay. This platform will be accessible through internet or on phone or computer. It's responsive. It has multilingual capabilities, so we can easily translate it in other language. Right now, English and French are available, and dictionary is available in Japanese as well. The first section is dedicated to learning locos. I wrote the course myself based on Ota's books. Here you will learn from symbol construction, for example. Put it larger screen. To sentences construction, but also what is the subject, what is the verb, proposal, time, and how to read also locos, how to generate the sound from each of symbols. In the second section, which is the dictionary, you will be able to search all the symbol you can find in Ota's book. You can click on the symbol, have the description, and also have the composition as well, because a lot of symbols are combination of many other symbols. Like, for example, the fish market, it's a shop and a fish. I put also in the database some keyword as well, because sometimes you don't know what you are searching for. So many words have also other keywords to facilitate the search. There will be also a word processor to play with locos. While the language is really easy to write with a pen, or can rewrite it with a computer. I have started to build this simple tool. This keyboard is already dumped right now, but I have many ideas to work on, for example, on this topic. So right now we can do.
Someone is tapping on a microphone. It's there is a noise on the background.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So after that, you have two other sections, not ready yet, an about section, where you will be able to find article about Ota and locos. Right now, it's not ready. And finally, a resource center, which will allow you to download all the symbols in SVG and also the database. This part will come later, as the database and some symbols still need some rework. But also, there will be some other tool to explore. For example, they are not ready yet, but to explore the corpus of locos, like this map I created, where you can click on an element if you need, and you have the composure and what type of shape is it and everything, but it's not ready yet. Sorry. So what's next? Many things need polishing, but after the conference, a public beta will be available. Of course, this platform will be free for all. You will find both lesson and dictionary available, and more content will arrive as soon as I can. Keyboard will come next week, as I have to debug some stuff right now. Article come after, and database and symbol are still work in progress. Don't scrap the data yet. It would be counterproductive. So what's about the future? This web platform is just a starting point. Ota and Marcus put those goals 15 years ago, and I think they are still up to date. Yukio Ota said it in his book, it is still an experiment. Ota is still alive and working on a new version of Locos. I wanted to release this project as soon as possible because I wanted him to see that people are still interested in it. Unfortunately, Ota had an accident 2 years ago and still recovering from it. We had a lot of exchange this year, and I'm really happy to launch this first brick today. Locos is not complete, however. Technological objects from the past 60 years are not integrated. Animal and nature could be designed differently, like those one are not integrated in the book. I have many inspiration to do about symbols, combination, interfaces, art, writing with locals. When I bought a copy of the first book, I was not surprised to find proposal drawn by the previous owner inside it. Maybe locos will work, maybe it will not, but at least it's really fun to use, and it's an important first step, I think. To succeed, you need a community and a culture around the language. As Ota said it, this work cannot be done alone, so now let's rediscover it together. This is the URL. A big thanks to Sue, Vibo, and Yuli for welcoming me to the symbol group. You gave me the opportunity to present this project, and without you, I would not have finished it yet. I would like to thank Yukio Ota for his work and his kindness. He tries to help me as much as he can from Japan and with his health issues. A really big thank to Kobayashi-san, Mizobe-san, Cecilia Macaulay, Aaron Marcus for their feedbacks, resource, and authorization to use it. Feel free to contact me after the conference to talk about it. I'm planning on doing a workshop, so if you are interested for your school, agency, or museum, don't hesitate. Thank you.